Now, if you've ever driven down the M5 near Bristol, you'll know the Wynhol Viaduct, although you might have called it by its unofficial name, the high-low bit.
Yes, the split-level viaduct, which carries traffic over the Clevedon Hills, is turning 50 years old. And our reporter, Dan Ayres, who describes himself as a motorway nerd, which is quite sweet, went to find out more about how it was built.
It's an iconic structure that's now 50 years old. The split-level section on the M5 between Clevedon and Portishead. And in the early 70s, it took a huge amount of work to remove tons of rock to build this into the landscape.
Beyond Bristol, the motorway builders are hard at work over the Clevedon Hills and across Somerset.
You may know this part of the M5 as the high-low bit, but its actual name is the Wynhol Viaduct.
You can really see it there, can't you? Yeah, that's fine.
That's me just posing.
Neil Manners is a retired civil engineer who helped build this section from Avonmouth half a century ago.
Starting from the Avon Bridge, it went on the flat area past the service area, and then it started to climb slowly up to get to the top of these hills here. And the first blast we did, we threw rock everywhere. I was sheltering in a ditch because it was coming down on top of me.
And Neil wasn't the only one who had rock flying at him from the construction. This local in Tickenham had a rock narrowly miss his house in 1970.
Found that just outside was a large lump of rock, which apparently had come from the top here by the blasting.
As a bit of a motorway nerd myself, I have always been obsessed and fascinated by this structure on the M5. Think how many holidays and family trips have come down this stretch of motorway and driven past the high-low bit. No one in 1973 thought this structure would still be here, seeing millions of cars going through it.
Wynhol was one of our iconic structures. It's a bit of a gateway to the southwest. 50-year-old structure is a bit like a 50-year-old person, a 50-year-old car. It needs maintenance. So, you know, we are looking at what we need to do for the next 50 years.
A unique engineering project carved into the North Somerset countryside, which has become a West Country landmark.
I can't believe you said a 50-year-old person needs maintenance. I mean, come on, come on.
Yeah, when you're a motorway nerd, though, self-confessed, you can get away with things like that.
Fair enough. And that was self-confessed motorway nerd Dan Ayres there.